sports media in New York. I think you've said before that you have met with the Knicks during the draft combine. Has there ever been any contact with them after that? And if there was, what's your biggest takeaway from that?
Since the combine, I haven't really been like talking to that many people. I really leave that to my agent. I really just go where I'm told, get to the workout and just perform, get to the workout, just work hard. So no, I haven't talked to them since the combine.
Thank you.
Let's go to Anthony.
Yeah, James, how are you doing? I was just wondering, I know you worked out with the Warriors and interviewed with them. How did that go, and how do you see your fit on a core that, it's pretty established core and a team that wants to win now?
Yeah, I worked out with the Warriors. It was actually a great workout. I got to meet with a bunch of people from the front office, and there's a lot of great people in that organization. But I think I fit right in. In terms of on the court stuff, just playing with Stephen, Clay, and Draymond, being someone that could play off the ball and maybe like relieve some tension off those two out there in the game, and then coming in as a reserve, just me and Jordan Poole be more dominant, and we could be like a great 1-2 punch off the bench. We'd be a great scoring combo.
Is there any more details you could give about that meeting? I think they took your group out for dinner, and I mean, it was a pretty like kind of private meeting, right?
Yeah, it was kind of private. I went to dinner. It was just me. I went to dinner with them.
Let's go to Pranav.
James, Pranav Rama, Sports Network. I was just wondering, you played in the Big East for 2 seasons. Has that prepared you well for the NBA?
I played in the Big East for 1 season.
Oh, sorry. But
Yeah.
has that prepared you well for the NBA?
Yeah, I definitely believe so. The Big East is a tough league to play in. Every game is just you gotta bring your A game, you gotta come ready to play. And I feel like that's what the league is gonna be. Playing an 82-game schedule is just not every game, night in, night out is gonna be a tough one, and you gotta be ready for it. You gotta be prepared for the grind, and that's what it is in the Big East.
Thank you.
Sean.
James, how are you?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Doing good. First off, congratulations to getting to this point. Good luck on Thursday to you.
It means a lot.
On obviously your 3-level scoring, your mentality stands out about your game, but on the defensive end, it does seem like there's a significant potential to be a turnover creator and turn defense into offense. How big of a focus has that been after this past season and through the workouts, and where do you think your game is at this point on that end?
A lot of people try to like to say that defense is one of my weaknesses, but I really don't feel like that. I think I compete possession in, possession out on the defensive end, trying to get that stop, making sure I'm in the right spots off the ball. I definitely want to be a high level two-way player. I feel like with my length and my athleticism, I could become an elite defender.
Isaac.
Isaac Simpson, Hoop Ball Grizzlies. How you doing, James?
Isaac, what's up, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. Any players, past or present, that you look up to, or you kind of try to take things from that game to add to yours, and also have you had any interactions with the Memphis Grizzlies?
I met with the Grizzlies in Chicago at the combine, and then off the comparison thing, a lot of this might sound cliche, and a lot of people might say it, but since I didn't start hooping till like my freshman year, hooping and taking it serious till my freshman year, I just feel like my game is unique. It's just different, like in its own type of way. I never really, growing up, I never had a trainer where I go meet him in the gym at 8 a.m. and we go work out, I was just in the park, just working on my game by myself, just having fun with it. So when people try to make the comparison, it's just like, I wouldn't say like I got that from him, it's just like, it's just playing off field,
Rylan?
Rylan Stiles, Locked On Podcast Network. James, how much contact have you had with Oklahoma City Thunder, and how do you see yourself fitting in there with the Thunder?
I've actually been talking to OKC a lot. I went up and I visited them. I had a great workout. I got to get dinner with Sam and other guys in the front office, and they're also great people. They have a great organization. They got a young team, and I can see myself fitting in with them. Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Daniel?
Hey, James, hope you're doing well. You only played 15 games last season. Did you, going into your workouts, did you feel like you had to go in and really kill it?
I feel like I just feel like anybody feels like when you're going into them workouts, you gotta kill it. But I was talking to somebody, and it's just like during this whole process, you get to see like the business side of the league, and you could forget about like the reasons why you first started hooping, you know. So like this whole process and going into these workouts and the draft coming up on Thursday, I just been trying to go into the workouts with the mentality, just have fun with it. Not forgetting the reason I first started hooping is to have fun, you know. So I'm trying not to put too much stress on myself and just going out there, just having fun, just playing ball, you know.
Laurent?
Hey, James, how you doing today, man?
What up? How are you?
Man, I'm good. I can't complain. So I really just have one question. Just what do you think your biggest learning curve will be going from 2 years of college to playing in the NBA?
Oh, that's a good question. I feel like I think I'm a player that could go into the league and right away make an impact. I'm not saying it's just gonna be sweet and I'm gonna be a killer from day one. You know, it's definitely gonna be the rookie curves and adjusting, but I feel like the biggest adjustment is just gonna be getting used to playing against NBA players, you know, their strength and their speed, having an 82 game season, stuff like that, like all the little things, just adjusting to the length of the season and the speed of the game, the pace is played at, and the strength of the players. I feel like once I figure that out, I could be a real good player in this league.
Thank you.
Chris?
All right, James, congrats on everything and going forward for your career. I do have a question for you. We're gonna have some fun here. So you've been asked about, going to the NBA, but I got to ask you something about NBA 2K. So are you excited to be on that, man? And what do you think about that? Because obviously being able to put yourself on a game, that's something that you have to do all the time, but now you're going to be actually in the game. What do you think about that?
Nah, when you grow up, you at your friend's house, y'all playing 2K, I'd be like, y'all always trying to see if y'all know somebody so y'all can play with him. It's like now I'm gonna be in there. So it's like I'm in 2K. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to explain that feeling, but it's definitely dope. Like being in a video game, you know what I'm saying? Like I can pick up my controller and I can play with myself. You know, it's crazy. It's a blessing.
Let's go to Don.
Yeah, hi, James. Hope you're doing well. Just want to ask you.
What up, Don? How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I just want to ask kind of a two-part question, but having gone through this process from March to today, are you more confident now than you were then that you can play in the NBA? Has the process built your confidence? And also, having gone through that process, how do you feel now like your time at UConn prepared you for that process? Do you kind of see the things that happen at UConn that kind of make sense now because you've gone through this process?
To answer your first question, I wouldn't say I'm more confident now than I was at the start of the pre-draft. I would say once I made the decision to declare, I felt I was ready for the league. But like you said, this process it's really been a lot. You know, it was basically like for me, it was broken up into two parts. It was about the first 2 months were just about focusing on skill work and getting in the gym, getting my body right, making sure I'm eating the right things and making sure I'm staying on top of what I need to stay on top of. And then the second half is just about, all right, now it's the combine. Now it's pre-draft workouts. So now I got to take all the stuff I did the first half of pre-draft and apply it, go into these workouts and show what I've been working on and just go in and dominate, just do what I do. And then, can you repeat the second part of the question?
Yeah, it was just that. How did UConn, now that you look back on it, how did your time at UConn prepare you for that process?
Oh man, playing for Coach Hurley is that's gonna prepare you for life, like the real world. You know, I feel like the biggest thing I just learned from UConn is how to be a real person. Like off the court, just being accountable and someone people could rely on. Making a schedule and being able to stick to that schedule and setting goals and not just thinking they're gonna happen, being able to work towards those goals and make them happen, like literally speak them into existence. I feel like my biggest thing, the biggest things I've learned at UConn are just like how to be a real person, a real man, you know.
Thanks, James. Good luck.
Caleb?
Hi, James. This is Caleb McCurry with the Oklahoman. Earlier, you said that you think you could fit in really well with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Is there anything specific in your skill set do you think you can contribute to the Thunder, like anything specific?
I've going off what you're saying, I feel like honestly I could play with any players, with any coach in any system. But going back to Oklahoma, it's just like me and Shai in the backcourt. I feel like that could be a real, like a deadly young backcourt. And then you put Dort in there. I think that like us being so young, that could be like a real special, something really special. Like we could really build something in Oklahoma.
And then I have one more question. Sorry, you said you had dinner with Sam Presti.
Yeah.
Was this in Oklahoma City?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Aaron?
Aaron?
Yes.
All right, thank you. I'm wondering, James, if you've had any contact with the Raptors. I know you've a name that's been moving up draft boards, and I'm wondering if you've spoken to them.
Me personally, I have not. I'm not sure if my agent has, but me personally, I have not.
Have you felt sort of the impact of, moving up mock drafts, or is that more of a media thing and you're just sort of minding your own business, doing your thing?
Of course I see it. Like it's hard to like not see it, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like I'm going on the internet and searching up my name and trying to see where I am on the mock drafts. It's just like, I feel like that's something that could add stress to somebody, you know? I'm just trying to literally just have fun with the whole process. I'm not trying to bring no stress to myself. So yeah, of course I see my name rising and my stock going up, but it's just like, I'm not worried about it.
Well, keep on enjoying it.
Appreciate it, man.
Jeff?
How you doing there, James? Jeff Garcia, News 4 San Antonio. With the draft just a few days away, what's the vibe like right now going on with you and your family?
Oh, it's surreal. That's the best word for it. Because this, for many, this was like a lifelong dream, you know. For me, I started out playing baseball, so this wasn't always a dream of mine. But when I did start hooping, and I told myself I wanted to play in the league, I was like, you never really think it's gonna happen, you know. And now that I'm here in the position I am, it's just like wow, you know, I'm here and I'm doing it big, you know. It's exciting.
Yeah. And have you had any contact with the San Antonio Spurs, interview, workout, anything like that? An agent talk to you about them?
Me personally, no.
All right. Well, good luck to you this Thursday.
I appreciate it.
Gavin?
Hey, James. Gavin Keefe from the London Day.
Gavin, what's up, man?
Hey, not too much. How have you improved the last couple months working out? Where have you improved the most?
I think I definitely improved on my three-point shooting, just in catch and shoot situations, off the dribble, just in everything. When I work out, I don't really like try to put too much emphasis on one thing. I like to go in the gym and work on everything. Like the things I'm good at, get better at them, and then the stuff that opportunities, keep working on those things. So when I go in the gym, it's not one. I don't have like one main focus. I'm in there and I'm working on everything.
And where does your work ethic come from? Coach Early has talked about it before. Where does that come from?
It definitely comes. My pops is like the first person. Like I see firsthand like what it takes to get what you want to do and help feed your family. It's just like watching my father wake up at 5 a.m. every day, go to work, come back, lay in my grandmother's house, and let me go to the gym and play all day, and then drive me back home at 12 a.m. and have to repeat that week after week, month after month. Seeing him do that, that's like it inspires me. How do I put this? It helps me like wake up in the morning and make sure I'm in the gym and I'm working, making sure I'm eating right and getting my rehab done when I don't want to. Seeing him do that really helps me do the stuff that I don't want to do.
What's his name?
John.
John. Well, good luck and have fun on draft night.
No doubt.
Let's go to Nima.
Hey, James, this is Nemo from Gen Z Network. How you doing?
Nima, what's up, man?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to ask, grew up in Brooklyn. How does it feel to, be 3 days away from achieving a dream? And, many kids from the city have that dream, making it to the NBA. How do you think, Brooklyn really shaped you to be where you are now? And how does it feel to be, a lot of New Yorkers haven't really made it to the league lately. How does it feel to be one of those guys?
Man, it's crazy. I think there's a stat like I'm gonna be the first person since Stephon to get drafted in a lottery or some crazy from Brooklyn. So it is a dream come true. I'm gonna tell you a story. When I first got to New York Sunday, I went back to the neighborhood where I grew up in the Lower West Side in the Chelsea area. And I went back to the park where I used to play at, and there was a whole bunch of kids in there. And like the kids wouldn't leave me alone, like to the point where it was getting kind of annoying. And I was just like, man, I'm an inspiration now. And it felt good. And it hit me a little different, like that kids look up to me, like seeing us come from the same neighborhood, like it made them feel like they could really do it. And that's what I want to be. I want to be like an inspiration. Someone kids look up to, like, if he did it, I could do it too.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm in the city right now, and you're definitely being seen as an inspiration by a lot of the youth here. So best of luck to you, and looking forward to seeing what you can do.
Oh, man, appreciate it.
Let's go to Daniel.
Another question for you, James. What do you think is the most important thing to remember as you start your career?
I think the biggest thing to remember are the people that were in your circle, the people that helped you get to where you are. I think that's definitely the biggest thing to remember, and that's something that you can't ever forget.
Aaron.
Thank you. James, the Orlando Magic have 2 picks in the top 8. They also have Cole Anthony, your former AAU teammate, on the roster. Did you have a pre-draft workout in Orlando with the Magic? And how would you see you potentially fitting in Orlando within their organization?
Yeah, I did. I had a workout with the Magic. Yeah, me and Cole is my guy. I knew him for a little minute. And whenever we with each other, we just vibe and we play AAU together. My last AAU year, I had a torn meniscus, so I didn't get to really play like the whole regular season. But we played together in Vegas and we had a lot of fun. We bonded, and when we get on that court together, it's something different. I think I'd be a great fit in Orlando, playing alongside him and RJ. That would be fun. And then Mo played with PSA too, and I know Mo a little bit, so that would be big time.
Dwayne.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Just two things. First, so you just talked about you worked out with Orlando, you worked out with the Warriors. What other teams have you worked out for?
You want me to name them off like a list?
If you can, don't worry about it. But if you can, that would be appreciated.
I worked out with New Orleans, Charlotte, Oklahoma City, Orlando, Golden State.
Okay. Quick follow. The reason I asked that is because last year, guys, because of the pandemic, weren't able to do the normal. They had.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, did you talk with guys about that at all? And how much do you feel like, wow, I feel fortunate now that I'm able to do it normally as opposed to what the guys went through last year with the pandemic?
I haven't really been talking to any dudes that were in the draft last year doing this process, but I've heard that last year it was kind of different. It was crazy. It was just basically like Zoom calls and interviews and then draft night and just hope you get picked, So, of course, I feel like this year's class is blessed to be able to travel around and get into workouts and go to dinner with executives and other front office dudes. I think we got it good this year.
Has that been crazy for you to be part of that? The whole sit down with the dinner thing and the interview. But what stuck out to you about the entire process?
Oh no, it's definitely crazy. Like, I'm just use this as an example. Just like being like with Steve Kerr, like I'm hanging out with Steve Kerr, that's like it's definitely crazy. But I would say it's been kind of like rough, we on planes all the time. One night you're in San Francisco, the next night you're in Orlando, And so it's definitely been crazy. It's been rigorous, but I've been having fun with it. Just enjoying the process. Doing what I gotta do to get drafted,
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you.
David?
Hey, James. One thing never really got to ask you when you were at UConn was that your baseball career. How good a shortstop were you there, and what kind of made you switch to basketball at some point? I guess early in your high school career.
I was elite level. Like I feel like I was so good. I think if I pick up a baseball right now and practice for like a month, I could play in the league. Like I was that good, And I'm not just saying that. And then what was the second part of your question? I forgot.
What made you switch to basketball from baseball?
Oh no, it was just I just really wanted to start something different. I've always been like adventurous, trying to do new things, just explore, and basketball happened to be the next thing I wanted to try out.
Thanks. Good luck.
Appreciate it, dude.
Last question will go to Neil.
James, did you feel you had anything to prove with your shooting touch before? I mean, you made those 19 straight there in the workout, and you've always been confident. Did you feel you had anything to prove? I know your number wasn't probably as high as you wanted from 3 at UConn. Maybe the elbow impacted that or whatever.
Yes, I felt like this pre-draft I had to prove that number that's not a real number. I feel like I'm a way better shooter than what the number indicates, and it's something I'm not really worried about, but it's something I've been in the gym and I've been working on it. And like I said earlier, like when we broke our pre-draft, I've been in 2 parts: the work and then showing what the work, showing that shit, So it's just like when I was given the chance to go and show what I've been working on and show that I could shoot the ball, I took advantage.